Hello everybody, today we are doing lab number 11, which is exercise prescription. If you look at the first slide, it is the exercise prescription pyramid. These are ACSM recommendations, or American College of Sports Medicine, and I'm not going to go through and read these to you line by line, but make sure you know the flexibility, resistance, and cardiorespiratory recommendations from the ACSM. So go through that pyramid, know what each one is, and know how to apply those. And you will be applying those for your assignment for this lab. Next slide is goals. Make SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Next slide is specific and measurable, so we'll talk about those SMART goals. A specific goal has a much greater chance of being accomplished than a general goal. General goal would be get in shape, but a specific goal would say join a health club and work out 3 days per week. And honestly, that's not specific enough either. You're going to need to get more specific than that, but it's better than the get in shape goal. A measurable goal contains a quantifiable value that determines when the goal is reached. Example, I want to increase my bench press by 15 pounds rather than making a goal of getting stronger. So quantifiable has a number that can be measured. Next slide, attainable and realistic. Having specific steps to bring you closer to your goal can increase your motivation as you achieve each step along the way. A realistic goal holds less chance of disappointment if you should fall short of it. Trying to increase your squat by 300 pounds is highly unlikely. However, an increase of 20 to 30 pounds might be more likely depending on the time frame. Next slide is timely. Set a time frame for your goals. An increase of 30 pounds to a bench press or decreasing body fat percentage by 10% can happen, but will not happen within a week or a month. Be practical in the setting of your time frame. Flexibility exercises. Different types. Dynamic flexibility is the ability to perform dynamic movements within the full range of motion in the joint. So dynamic just means moving. Twisting from side to side or kicking an imaginary ball is an example. Also, those are more sport specific than other forms of mobility. Static active flexibility, the ability to stretch an antagonist muscle by using only the tension in the agonist muscle. Example there, holding one leg up as high as possible. Antagonist is the hamstring, agonists are your quads and hip flexors. Next one is static passive flexibility, the ability to hold a stretch body weight or some other external force. Hamstring stretch with foot on the chair, or quads not, or in that example, quads are not needed for support. Next slide is aerobic exercise, any activity requiring the use of oxygen for energy. Any exercise that is done at a level the body can sustain for longer than 3 minutes. Physiologically, the heart, lungs, and vasculature can supply the working muscles with oxygen to prevent fatigue. Can increase O2 delivery, efficiency of the heart and lungs, and increase overall fitness. Next slide is anaerobic exercise. An exercise done at a level of intensity that the body cannot sustain for long durations. Most popular form is weight or resistance training. Idea is to provide the system with an overload not seen in daily life. Causes tiny micro tears in muscle. Repair causes an increase in strength and size. Rest periods are important to allow muscle to repair and recover. Next slide is 4 keys to an exercise. So the FIT principle. FIT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. Frequency and intensity. Frequency is how often you exercise, and you can see the prescription pyramid for that. Intensity is how hard you are working. So if you're talking about aerobic exercise, you can do that and measure it by percentage of heart rate max, RPE, or percent of VO2 max. If you're doing anaerobic activities, percent of 1 repetition maximum, or a combination of sets, reps, and rest will determine your intensity. Time and type. Time is how long you exercise. Again, you can see the prescription pyramid. Type, cardio or resistance training, sometimes also called mode, referring to subcategories of type. So different modes would be a treadmill or bike for cardiovascular work, free weights or machines for resistance. Principles of overload. Progression. Gradually increase the stress placed upon the body beyond a custom amount. Prevent injury by allowing the muscle to strengthen as resistance increases. Change one or more of the FIT principles every 6 weeks. This prevents a plateau in strength gains by providing new stimuli to the muscles, signaling adaptive process causing gains. Next slide is warm-up. Warm-up helps the body prepare for workout by increasing heart rate and blood pressure to near exercising levels. Also helps prevent injury. Warm-up needs to consist of 5 to 15 minutes of light exercise with some specificity to the workout. Stretches should focus on areas that will be challenged most in the workout. Cool down. Cool down helps gradually lower heart rate and blood pressure back to resting levels. Also a good time to stretch and increase flexibility. Stretch areas that were worked in the exercise. Weak areas that need more flexibility should be stretched after every workout, and strong areas only 1 to 2 times per week. For your assignment, you'll see this listed under assignments, but there's no questions. You'll complete the entire worksheet based on the case study that is given on K-State Online, and I'm going to go through that to give you guys an idea how to fill that out.